Boreda, Feenui eo Andy, Sits adakhi. Good morning, my name is Andy, how are you? Let's talk about the Welsh language, or
Cymraeg.
Welsh is a Celtic language of the Brittonic subgroup, native to the Welsh people. Welsh is spoken natively in Wales, by some in England, and in Wladfa, the Welsh colony in Chubut Province of Argentina. Historically, it has also been known in English as British, Cambrian, Cumbric, and Cymric. According to the 2011 census, 19% of the population of Wales, aged 3 or older, about 562,000 people, were able to speak Welsh, and nearly 3/4 of the population in Wales said they had no Welsh language skills. Estimates suggest that 29.5%, about 892,000, of people aged 3 or older in Wales could speak Welsh in December 2021. The Welsh Language Measure 2011 gave the Welsh language official status in Wales, making it the only language that is de jure official in any part of the United Kingdom, with English being de facto official. Both the Welsh and English languages are de jure official languages of the Welsh Parliament, the Senedd. The Welsh government plans to increase the number of Welsh language speakers to 1 million by 2050. Since 1980, the number of children attending Welsh medium schools has increased, and the number of going to Welsh bilingual and dual medium schools has decreased. Welsh is the most vibrant of the Celtic languages in terms of active speakers, and is the only Celtic language not considered endangered by UNESCO. The Welsh, or Cymry, are an ethnic group native to Wales. Welsh people applies to those who were born in Wales and to those who have Welsh ancestry, perceiving themselves or being perceived as sharing a cultural heritage and shared ancestral origins. Recent research on ancient DNA has concluded that much of Britain's Neolithic population was replaced by Beaker people in the Bronze Age. The British groups encountered by the Romans were thus largely descended from these Beaker populations. Wales, or Cymru, is a country that is part of the United Kingdom. It is bordered by England to the east, the Irish Sea to the north and west, the Celtic Sea to the southwest, and the Bristol Channel to the south. It had a population in 2021 of 3,107,500 and has a total area of 20,779 square kilometers or 8,023 square miles. Welsh national identity emerged among the Britons after the Roman withdrawal from Britain in the 5th century, and Wales is regarded as one of the modern Celtic nations. The English words for Wales and Welsh derive from the same Old English root, Wea, plural Wealas, a descendant of Proto-Germanic Whalchas, which was itself derived from the name of the Gaulish people known as the Romans as Volcae, and which came to refer indiscriminately to inhabitants of the Western Roman Empire. The flag of Wales incorporates the red dragon, now a popular Welsh symbol, along with the Tudor colours of green and white. The Welsh Dragon, or in Welsh, y Goch, meaning the red dragon, is a heraldic symbol. The oldest recorded use of the dragon to symbolize Wales is in the Historia Brittonum, written around 829 AD, but it is popularly supposed to have been the battle standard of King Arthur and other ancient Celtic leaders, along with other evidence from archaeology, literature, and documentary history, led many to suppose that it evolved from an earlier Roman-British national symbol. The leek is the national emblem of Wales. According to legend, the patron saint of Wales, Saint David, ordered his Welsh soldiers to identify themselves by wearing the leek on their helmets in an ancient battle against the Saxons that took place on a leek field. The daffodil is the national flower worn on St. David's Day on March 1st in Wales. The daffodil may be known in Welsh as Can Hinembedr, or St. Peter's leek. The sessile oak, also called the Welsh oak, is the national tree of Wales. The red kite is sometimes named as the national symbol of wildlife in Wales. Druidism, in fact, traces its origins to ancient Wales, where the order began long before the advent of written history. Druids were the priests of the early Celtic religion. On the top rung of the three-tiered Celtic society consisting of serfs, warriors, and learned men. But in addition to their religious function, Druids also performed the roles of judge, doctor, and scholar. They were educated through a long and grueling process of rote memorization. Druidic law forbade its followers to write down any of the religious teachings, a rule that has unfortunately prevented us from having first-hand knowledge of their Celtic religion. Saint David is the patron saint of Wales, and he is celebrated on the 1st of March. To mark the day, Welsh people around the world wear one or both of Wales' national emblems, a daffodil and a leek. Many works of Iron Age Celtic art have been found in Wales, and the finds from the period shortly before and after the Roman conquest, which reached Wales in AD 74-8, are especially significant. Pieces of metalwork from Llyn on Anglesey and other sites exemplify the final stages of Latin style in the British Isles, and the Capel Garman firedog is a spectacular Luxor piece of ironwork, among the finest in Europe from the period. Wales is often referred to as the Land of Song, notable for its harpists, male choirs, and solo artists. The main festival of music and poetry is the annual National Eisteddfod. Hen Wladfa is the unofficial national anthem of Wales. The title, taken from the first words of the song, means Old Land of My Fathers in Welsh, usually rendered in English as simply Land of My Fathers. The Welsh Harp, also known as the triple harp, is considered by many to be the country's national instrument. Dishes such as cawl, Welsh rarebit, liverbread, Welsh cakes, bara brith, literally means speckled bread, or the Glamorgan sausage, have all been regarded as symbols of Welsh food. Cawl can be regarded as Wales' national dish. Welsh is usually divided into northern and southern dialects that differ in pronunciation, grammar, and vocabulary. The difference between the dialects are much more pronounced in the spoken than in the written language. Patagonian Welsh, spoken in Argentina, is influenced by the surrounding Spanish. Welsh has 13 vowels, although not all of them occur in all dialects. A distinguishing feature of Welsh vowels is the length, which makes a difference in word meaning. In southern dialects, the contrast between long and short vowels is found in stressed syllables only, while in northern dialects, the contrast is found only in stressed word final syllables. There are 23 consonants in the alphabet, with the letter Y being both a consonant and a vowel. Stress in Welsh polysyllabic words falls most commonly on the penultimate, one before the last syllable. The grammar of Welsh shares many features with the grammar of other Celtic languages. A distinguishing feature of Welsh, as of all Celtic languages, is initial consonant mutation. This means that the first consonant of a word may change depending on grammatical context. The normal word order in Welsh is verb, subject, object. Adjectives normally follow the noun they modify. Welsh orthography uses 29 letters, including 8 digraphs of the Latin script, to write native Welsh words as well as establish loanwords. The earliest samples of written Welsh date from the 6th century and are in the Latin alphabet. In the next part, let's hear the beautiful sounds of their language. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights.
Datganiad cyffredinol o hawliau dynol. Erthygl 1. Genir pawb yn rhydd ac yn gydраdd â'i gilydd mewn urddas a hawliau. Fe'i cynysgeirir â'r rheswm a chwydwybod a dylai pawb ymddwyn yn naill at y llall mewn ysbryd cymodlon.
Numbers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Greetings and phrases.
Helo. Hei. Bore da. Prynhawn da. Noswaith da. Nos da. Hwyl. Gwela i chi yfory. Hyfryd cwrdd â chi. Fy enw I yw. Beth yw eich enw chi? Sut ydych chi? Dwi'n braf. A chi?
Vocabulary.
Lliwiau. Coch. Glas. Melyn. Gwyrdd. oren, pink, porffor, brown, gwyn, du, llwyd, anifeiliaid, ci, cath, llew, aderyn, cwningen, mochyn, uwch, buwch, eliffant, ceffyl, mwnci, arth, giraff, dafad, corff, llygad, trwyn, ceg, wyneb, pen, gwallt, gwddf, clust, dant, llaw, bys, ewin, braich, ysgwydd, coes, troed, bys troed, bola, cefn.
The Parable of the Prodigal Son.
Ac meddai,
Yr oedd dyn a chanddo ddau fab. Dywedodd yr ieuengaf ohonynt wrth ei dad, fy nhad, dyro i mi'r gyfran o'th ystad sydd i ddod i mi, a'r hanodd yntau ei eiddo rhyngthynt. Ychydig ddyddiau yn ddiweddarach, wedi newid y cwbl am arian, ymfudodd y mab ieuengaf i wlad bell, ac yno gwastraffodd ei eiddo ar fyw'n afradlon. Pan oedd wedi gwario'r cyfan, daeth newyn enbyd ar y wlad honno, a dechreuodd yntau fod mewn eisiau. Aeth ac ymlynu wrth un o ddinasyddion y wlad, ac anfonodd hwnnw ef i'w geiau i ofalu am y moch. Buasai'n falch o wneud pryd o'r plisg yr oedd y moch yn ei bwyta, ond nid oedd neb yn cynnig dim iddo. Yna daeth ato'i hun a dweud, faint o weision cyflog sydd gan fy nhad, a phob un ohonynt yn cael mwy na digon o fara, a minnau yma yn marw o newyn. Fe godaf, ac fe af at fy nhad a dweud wrtho, fy nhad, pechais yn erbyn y nef ac yn dy erbyn di. Nid wyf mwyach yn heiddi fy ngalw'n fab i ti. Cymer fi fel un o'th weision cyflog. Yna cododd a mynd at ei dad, a phan oedd eto ymhell i ffwrdd, gwelodd ei dad ef. Tosturiodd wrtho, rhedodd ato, a rhoes ei freichiau am ei oddf a'i gusanu, ac meddai ei fab wrtho, fy nhad, pechais yn erbyn y nef ac yn dy erbyn di. Nid wyf mwyach yn heiddi fy ngalw'n fab i ti. Ond meddai ei dad wrth ei weision, bryswch, dewch a gwisg allan yr orau a'i gosod amdano. Rhowch fodrwy ar ei fus a sandalau am ei draed. Dewch ar llo sydd wedi ei besgu a lladdwch ef. Gadewch i ni wledda a llawenhau, oherwydd yr oedd hwn fy mab wedi marw a daeth yn fyw eto. Yr oedd ar goll a chafwyd hyd iddo. Yna dechreuasant wledda yn llawen. Yr oedd ei fab hynaf yn y ceiau, pan nesaodd at y tŷ ar ei ffordd adref clywodd sŵn cerddoriaeth a dawnsio. Galwodd un o'r gweision ato a gofyn beth oedd ystyr hyn. Dy frawd sydd wedi dychwelyd, meddai ef wrtho, ac am iddo i gael yn ôl yn holliach, y mae dy dad wedi lladd y llo oedd wedi ei besgu. Digiodd ef a gwrthod mynd i mewn. Daeth ei dad allan a'i gymell yn daer i'r tŷ, ond atebodd ef, yr holl flynyddoedd hyn, bym yn was bach i ti, heb anufuddhau erioed i thorchymyn. Ni roddais erioed i mi gymaint a mynd gafr, i mi gael gwledda gyda'n cyfeillion. Ond pan ddychwelodd hwn, dy fab sydd wedi difad y eiddo gyda ffiteiniaid, lleddais diddo ef y llo oedd wedi ei besgu. Fy mhlentyn, meddai'r tad wrtho, yr wyt ti bob amser gyda mi, ac yma'r cwbl sydd gennyf yn eiddo i ti. Yr oedd yn rhaid gwledda a llawenhau, oherwydd yr oedd hwn, dy frawd, wedi marw a daeth yn fyw. Yr oedd ar goll a chafwyd hyd iddo.